Christmas break is almost here, and we're hoping it doesn't wind up like spring break did last year. But even with just a 2-week break, it's going to be a little bit more challenging, trying to keep the kids busy. We don't have as many things we could go and do, with the pandemic. These round hat looms, you going to be my helper? Take them out of the deal. These round hat looms are great for kids. You can make hats or you can turn them into a scarf. They're a great way that they can use up leftover yarn out of your stash. They're really simple to do. And as long as your child is old enough not to poke their eye out with a little hook or chase their siblings around with it, they'll be able to do this. It doesn't take as much coordination as knitting and crochet, and it's something that they can successfully do without a lot of hand-holding from you. We have looms that are both for bulky and for lightweight yarns. And if your child has the attention span of a gnat, get that one. These little flower looms may be more your speed, and they can make fun little flowers. So these are a great thing that you can do. Right now, we are still not doing classes or gatherings. There is just no way that we can teach and socially distance. Even with mask on, it's just too risky to be that up close and personal with everyone right now. Throw in improper mask wearing and people taking them off to eat or drink, and it just goes downhill from there. Once the curve drops back to the bottom, we'll be back with classes, but we don't know when exactly that'll be. We've been teaching for knitting and crochet for going on 30 years. I've lost count of the hundreds and hundreds of people we have taught. We're often asked about teaching kids. Actually, 12 we find is the ideal age for teaching kids to knit. Younger than that, especially in a classroom situation, it just never usually ends that well. There's always an exceptional kid, but we find they learn best in a home setting with just one person helping them. Even Mason, who grew up from infancy in this store, yeah, he can knit, but he was really little. He would have to sit on my lap and I'd have to help hold his hands, and he might be able to make a stitch or two, and then he'd run off and do something else. So the smaller kids, the looms are a little bit better option for them. Finger knitting, finger crochet, things like that. For older kids, our beginner box is actually a really great way to go. This is what we do use when we do our classes, and they're designed so that you can learn outside of here, because even with classes you go home and the beginners have questions or want to move on, and we're not there to help them. It has links to videos that we've created that will help along the way. And with the kids, I think they learn better from videos anyway, with YouTube and what is it that you're on all the time? TikTok, yes, they call them Zoomers for a reason. So yeah, videos, they probably do better with the videos than they will you sitting there showing them. I think that you'd probably listen to me more if I made you a TikTok video. Yeah, that might need to start doing that, as a matter of fact. So in the boxes come the yarn, the needles, hook, everything that the kids need. While we're on the topic about learning, we're going to talk about arm knitting. I remember when this was the first time around, when this was new, Mom was still around, and she declared very emphatically, never, ever, 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 no way, I will quit before I teach that. And we've been through multiple rounds, and it's back again, and our opinion here is just please make it stop. The yarns that they are wanting to use, yeah, we've tried to have different incarnations of the mega bulky for people at Persuasion, but I'm telling you, they're bad. Even the good ones, they're bad. They do not hold up. They're, you're going to wind up with something that looks like a mangy animal, and they're expensive. Even the cheap ones. I think this latest go around, a lot of them are using a super bulky chenille. If you've knit much and you've knit with chenilles, especially cheap ones, you know what's going to happen. They're going to worm and have the twist out loops. It's going to be awful. We just in good conscience can't sell a product that is going to walk out the door and we know within that amount of time is going to look so horribly bad. We would be mortified if someone said they bought that type of product from our store. We just have, a little higher standards than that. So I implore those of you that are, know people or want to learn, come learn to knit with needles and hooks. Our beginner box, we can hook you up. For the amount of money that you're going to invest in a cheap arm blanket is still going to be expensive. You could have bought some Todd and Duncan cashmere and wound up with something super nice that would last forever. And I still don't know why you'd want to have your knitting on your arms, but maybe that's just not our thing. But today we have a great prize, and this will be for crafters of all ages. So if you don't have kids or grandkids, or maybe you just need a nice gift for someone wanting to learn, or maybe you yourself are just, you know, watching these crazy knitters and crocheters making these videos and would like to learn as well. So our package today is going to include a lightweight yarn round loom set. We feel like most people probably have the lighter weight yarns on hand anyway, and that would be handy. So you can make all sorts of cool things with the loom. A beginner box kit for knit or crochet. We've got a flower loom, so you can make some flowers. A fluffy tail tape measure. We thought he was cute. And Stan the man. Stan is the man. Stan has saved me a lot of frustration. Show everybody what Stan does. He has the eyes that pop out, right? What does his hair do? Cleans the screen. And then what is his main purpose? He holds your phone. This has made a lot of peace in our house because your phone was on my drink cup or in the salt shaker, like when we were having a snack, and I get tired of his phone falling over, so I bought him some stands. So someone you know may need a stand, but that's going to be included in this prize package. If you would like to be the lucky winner of our Getting Crafty prize package, just simply leave a comment on today's blog post. Let us know if you want the knit or crochet beginner box so we know what to put in the box for you. You have until 8 a.m. tomorrow, and we will pick one lucky crafter to be.